Edge browser shakeup result. So last month, Google updated their app ecosystem and put an end to the full version of popular adblock uBlock Origin on Google Chrome. Since we rely on this ad blocker, we drove our team to look for a Google Chrome alternative. During our March stream, we committed to trialing Firefox. I was trialing Firefox, and Aaron was trialing Brave browser for 1 month. Now that the month has passed, we're ready to share our thoughts on the switch. Cool. Cool. So diving right in, what were some of the things that we liked about the change in browser? I'll start with you first. You had a bigger change than I had, so I'll
I did. What are some of the things we liked about the change to Brave browser? It was pretty smooth. I really didn't have too many roadblocks. I like that the ad blocking is built in by default. I like that because it is based on Chromium, I believe, it pulls a lot of my data directly over from Google Chrome, so I didn't really have to do much setup.
Okay, that's good.
Like a lot of my plugins just came with me when I moved over to the new browser, so that was really nice. My experience on websites was really straightforward. There's some little things I like that it has indicators of like how much bandwidth it has saved me and like how much time it has saved me by blocking some of the ads it blocks. That's just kind of a fun feature. I don't get a ton of value out of it, but I enjoy it.
Do you remember like how much it saved you? Was it like anything substantial?
I could probably find it. There we go. So if I share screen real quick, so I have set the like Brave, like I don't know what they call this screen, but it's customizable and it's got like some of your like most visited sites.
Okay.
I set this as my homepage. So like it's not, I'm not using the browser as my homepage. I'm using just this screen as my homepage.
Those metrics are sweet.
And it said, yeah, it tells me right there. So like it's blocked since I've been using it. 15,774 trackers and ads.
Holy.
So it tells me it's saved me 563.9 megabytes and 14 minutes over the last month. Now, are any of those numbers verifiable? I don't know. I could maybe look into it. I'm not going to. It's just kind of fun to see it.
If that number was higher, I'd really want to, like, 14 minutes over a month isn't crazy. If I had a huge organization, maybe, but...
Sure.
That's cool that at least it gives you...
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I didn't get that experience with Firefox.
I will say, as cool as this is, I may still change my homepage over to Google.
The homepage over to Google?
And
just because it starts on a Google search? Or like, what's
the reason for that is really dumb. And this is maybe just a me thing. So like, feel free to tell me if you think I could do this smarter. Some of my most commonly accessed websites are the different Google properties. Because our entire infrastructure is Google, I'm constantly needing to access Google Sheets, Gmail,
Calendar,
Google Drive, Calendar, Google Docs, and I have found, so there's this block here
so I see Sheets, I see Calendar.
Yeah, and what I haven't been able to get it to do yet is...
And Gmail. So 3 out of the 6.
What I haven't been able to get it to do yet is let me like actually customize this manually and then stay that way. Because like, in theory, I'm supposed to be able to edit what shows up here, but it's mostly just populating this from like random sites I have visited. And like ChatGPT, I visit ChatGPT maybe like twice a month. So there's no reason for it to be in that list. I visit the Sheridan co-op portal very rarely. So like how it's determining what site should be here doesn't make a ton of sense to me.
Zoom makes sense.
And like really, I just want my Google properties here. And then like my search is already set up for Google. I wasn't a big fan of the like search baked into Brave. They lean into the AI search even harder than Google does.
Ew.
And it's just, it's not a feature that I find useful. I prefer my Google searches to return like websites. And I often find Google's search engine is still better than their search engine, which shouldn't be surprising. Google makes really good search engines. Yeah. But overall, my experience with the browser has been pretty smooth.
So like likewise, so on my end, going from Chrome to Firefox, I had to do that anyways in my day-to-day. Chrome gives me some trouble accessing some of the financial institutions we work with for whatever reason. I've been on support with banks a ton of times, so I have to use a different browser for that anyways. Part of my work this month, I actually had to go and find a bunch of ads, which was actually more difficult on Firefox.
Sure.
So I had to go back to Chrome to like just do the work because I needed ads to display. So I was going through some stuff because So they do a really good job of Mozilla did a really good job of like keeping my experience nice and clean.
Mm-hmm.
It does all the things I needed to do. I'm not sure if I could do this in Firefox, but it's the same thing. I use the Google app ecosystem, I don't know, 100 times a day.
Yeah.
It's a lot. We use,
and like, to be clear,
it is what it is.
I could just add all of those Google properties as bookmarks and like show them in my bookmark file.
And that's what I would have to do as well.
I've just been dragging my feet on it because it's just one more thing to set up, and I would have to reorganize the bookmarks that I already have built in on there. I probably could. There's a bunch of these that are out of date that I don't use ever or very often, and I could probably put them into a folder or just get rid of some of them.
So I really didn't face, like that was the really only challenge. There was like a small little thing going, okay, well the button's not on the left side, it's on the right side now. Okay, fine. So there was some comfort things that I was like, oh, I'm always looking up there and I should be looking over here. So like that would have changed if I had done this more. The pattern, like the user pattern would have changed. I honestly, other than that, I had a very, very similar experience. Like I had a better experience on Firefox just because I had less ads.
Sure.
All of the other, like our password manager still work. Like all of our other things work on that browser. So there wasn't like a big.
I'll jump to our third question before I come back to the challenges because I had some challenges with mine. Okay. But the third question: how different was the experience from Google Chrome for you?
It was just.
Or was it basically identical?
It was identical, but like I don't want to just skirt the question. It was like interesting not seeing Google all over the place. Like I see a Google icon, a Google product. A Google product is in my face 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Like I have pretty.
I mean, we're in Google Docs right now.
We're in Google Docs right now. So like, so there's a lot of that. On top of that, like I do a lot on Google Ads. Like normally, without Google, my day-to-day impact would be heavily different.
Yeah.
So it was just weird, just like even having that, like, just having a different symbol on my bar that I wasn't used to seeing. I caught myself a few times, like, what the heck is going through the programs on my bar? What the heck? Oh yeah, that's my browser because I'm just not even used to seeing that.
Yeah. Well, and so funnily enough. You're actually in Chrome right now.
I know, yeah, I'm back in Chrome. Yeah, I'm back in Chrome now. Yeah, because like So
coming back to that in a minute then, I did face some annoying challenges with the Switch. I faced two big ones. One of them is the software was defaulting into opening me back up to the last website I visited when I opened up the browser again.
Oh.
And I find that really annoying. Now, it took me 2 minutes to go and turn off that setting, which was great.
Okay.
But like as a default behavior, no. We've had home pages for as long as I've been using the internet. I just want to open my home page when I close my work and I open it up again. I don't want it to go back to what I was doing before. I want it to be fresh.
Yeah.
I was running into the same thing with Notepad.
So wait a minute. When you click new tab, it would open up that.
No, if I closed the whole thing down
and you opened it back up,
it would open me up to whatever site I was on previously.
Oh.
Which is just like not.
It's like I closed that.
Yeah.
That's weird.
And I'm sure there are people who love that workflow because like.
Oh, I bet there are.
If you're in the middle of something and like. You have to shut it down. And
5 p.m.
And then you like open it all up again next time you're at work, and like it fires back up. And I think it even opened like a couple of my tabs from the previous session. So like I can see why there are people who would like that, but for me, the way my workday develops, typically I have like a set of windows I open in the beginning of my day,
closing out,
and then I open up random things because I'm working on different websites or in different projects, and then like I don't want the latest things I was working on opening. So what would be actually a really sick setting? If you could have a standard set of tabs that opens every time you power it up. Wouldn't that
So that would be amazing. So if I could set that, so like that's exactly why I like the Chrome experience, because like, okay, great, when I open my day, it's like I just know how the day starts every day.
Yeah.
It's like bing, bing, bing.
But even on Chrome, you had to open those tabs.
I had to open the menu. So I would love to just know. To be like, open the laptop and like it knows.
Yeah, it
I
fires
tell it
up to
those things. Airtable, Gmail, calendar, like I've got those.
If I could get greedy, imagine if you could set windows where based on the time of day, it opens up to specific tabs, right? So like if I
Google, if you're listening,
like wouldn't that
any of them, are you listening?
Cool?
That would be really cool if you could have that. Yes, that would be. I'm playing that in my day, and I'm like, oh, that would be really, really sweet. Oh, so what you can't see, stream, is there. I have 4 monitors.
Because like if it just did its thing, and I've clocked out, and I want to just like look something up, and I open up my browser, I just want to open it like my search engine.
Right.
But if it's like first thing in the morning, and I'm like sitting in my workday, I would love to click my browser, and it opens up.
Welcome.
My like.
It's like Jarvis opens up, and it's like, good morning, sir, and it's just like it's Tuesday. And then on Saturday, it's like it doesn't open up all your work. It's like, hey, check out like your.
Yeah.
That would be
cool.
That would be cool. That would be cool. That's maybe greedy. Like that is.
Well, it's a little bit greedy because I'm asking for more features on top of the more features I'm asking for.
It's
and as it is, just opening to the last thing I used isn't useful enough, so I just turned it off.
That's cool. I would like that. That would make the start of my day. Let's sit down, got your coffee, you open the laptop.
It would be a
it's just
marginal
like
improvement, but it would be nice to have.
It would be, yeah. It just feels cool. It feels like the temperature outside is 17 degrees and it's shoulder length waves. It's like, oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool.
The other challenge I ran into, is not the fault of Brave browser at all. This has nothing to do with Brave browser, and I would have run into the same problem on Firefox. I would have run into the same problem on Safari, Opera, you name it. I have not yet been able to log into Facebook or Instagram or any Meta property on this browser. Because every time I try to log in, because it's a new browser, it tells me it's going to send me a notification that I have to approve in either Google Chrome or on my phone.
That's actually really good. Spend less time on Facebook.
Except that it does not send me that notification. I don't know where to find the notification. I haven't found it on Chrome, haven't found it on my phone. So I'm going to have to do some Googling to find out if there's a way I can turn that off or force those notifications to show up.
Okay.
But that's been the biggest challenge for me, is that like every time I want to go back into Facebook to, like, often I'll send an image to myself in the Facebook chat just to get it off my phone and onto my computer. If I want to open up Facebook and do that, well, I have to go on Chrome because I haven't gotten Facebook set up on this yet.
Okay.
Which just goes to show how fast time flies, because it's been a month of using this browser and I haven't like found time to sit down and fix that issue.
It's been a busy month.
Yeah.
Do we tend to stick with these browsers? I have to, because like I use Chrome and Firefox interchangeably, like every week. I could permanently switch to. I can't permanently switch to Firefox because it doesn't, like, for the research work we do in the advertising space, I don't get enough ads displaying through to keep track of it. But
that's not really the question, though.
That would be it. For
your daily driver primary browser,
I'd have to do some setup to get it fully fixed, fully switched over.
Okay.
And like I'm trying to justify the time spent to no.
I am absolutely switching and staying.
You're gonna switch to Brave.
I'm not gonna go back to Google Chrome if it's not gonna give me the ad blocking.
Oh. Right. Yes. That's
right?
Yes.
So the question is not like, will you fire up the other one when you want to see ads?
I just spent a month not getting ads, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was really good. Yeah.
Right? So like it blows my mind that you're like, wow, to switch permanently.
No. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, getting caught in the. I had a good experience.
Okay.
And I was equating that. Yeah.
Do we think that the company needs to specifically be on Brave or Firefox? I don't think so.
I don't think there's any like true value. Like, if you really like the ad experience on Google, do what you like. I like not seeing, and this is coming from an ads agency. This is true of every person that's displaying an ad. You should only be showing ads to a relevant audience, and like I get all kinds of weird things. I don't have a family. I get like diaper ads on Amazon Prime, like interrupting my stuff. Like I was like, okay, this is just like, what are we doing here? I don't have a child. There's no.
I've been getting wedding ring ads. The algorithm's trying to get me hitched.
That's someone else in your household making searches. That's now infecting. Yeah, that's hilarious. That is funny. So yeah, I would say I would intend to. I have to do a little bit, but yeah, I liked the non-invasive ad experience.
Yeah,
it was good. I'm also not like browsing a whole bunch of sites that are ad heavy. Like, you're not gonna get out of like seeing the ads in the in-stream ads in a YouTube video. You're not gonna.
uBlock blocks in stream. Well, sorry, you mean
stream, like
you mean
the
sponsor segments?
Sponsor segments, like
Yeah.
yeah, like
You actually can. You can get sponsor block and like
Oh.
automatically skip those.
that's wild.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's like a plugin that'll do it. I don't know if it still works on Chrome with the latest update, but like there's definitely software that does it. I actually don't mind getting the sponsor segments when I watch YouTube videos. So like,
Typically
I haven't really
they're
played with it.
Yeah. Okay.